Good morning, everyone. I've been so busy preparing for everybody else's speeches and technology, I almost forgot to make my own presentation. But luckily, I got around to it last night at 2 in the morning. Okay. As Jane already said, I'm going to talk about let's go back. Women in corporate LGBT networks. That's where I came from and where I have a lot of knowledge from. And what I'd like to talk to you about is 3 things: how I make it my business, how we as Company Pride Platform make it our business, and what I think you can do. Now, as you can see, I've been kind of active in the LGBT world since, I guess, 2003, when my dear colleague then, David Pollard, asked me to join in setting up an LGBT network in ING. At that time, I thought, oh my God, can I be out at work, and what's that going to do for my career? Shall I be the poster child, or in Dutch, the opperpot, which you become, the Dutch people get it, Uberdijk, yeah, of this organization, and is this how I want to be known? But I can tell you now that 10 years along the line, it's brought me a fantastic career, it's brought me a fantastic group of friends, and it made me as a person a lot stronger. So I'd like to tell you a little bit about how that came about. So I started with helping set up the Gala network with an ING, and I remember back then we thought, well, if we can ever have a boat in Amsterdam Gay Pride, in a year or so that happened. The same year we organized together with 4 other companies the first Company Pride Platform conference, which wasn't called that back then, but it actually was the start for 4 companies in the Netherlands joining forces and saying we need to do more of this. So it's actually 4 networks of companies, which back then wasn't the common things to do. And I'm saying back then because now, when I look at Company Pride Platform, we have 22 organizations joined us, and we now get people saying, doesn't your company have an LGBT network? That's weird. So it's amazing how quick that goes in a number of years. Like we said, we started with 4 companies, and in 2 years' time, this is the result. So pretty much all the major names in the Netherlands have actually joined and saw that this is important. A lot of corporates with head offices here or in different places. Some of you are here today as well. And some of them are very Dutch. So for those in the room who haven't got a clue what some of the logos mean, I'm going to... Okay. So what do? Well, we organize events. Every year we organize one large Company Pride conference, and it usually draws in about 200 people. And what got me kind of frustrated is I felt I was, kind of David in Little Britain, but then the female version, the only lesbian in the village. And I figured, where the hell are they? And that's actually been the question I've been getting from a lot of people. Luckily enough, is if you go to enough of those conferences, you start to meet a number of people who have that same feeling. And as a result, today, 5 of those NGOs, or have I counted them right? Yes, 6 of those NGOs, and with the help of the corporate world, have actually set today up. So for me, that's amazing. Okay. But where are the women? I mean, today is a fantastic for me to see almost 100 women in front of me in a room, of which I don't know all of you, which again is new because I go to a lot of conferences and that's usually the usual 5 suspects. To see so many new faces, for me is giving me a lot of energy because it took a lot of work to put this together. It's all volunteer based. We all do this next to our day jobs. But being here today, seeing you guys in this room and hearing fantastic speeches from so many inspiring people, gives me the feeling that I can go on a bit more again, also tomorrow. But one of the things I noticed within Company Pride Platform is sometimes women want to network alone, and I also realized that a lot of the women in the Netherlands, at least, who are lesbians, aren't necessarily working for the corporate world. So me being sort of an in-the-closet Gen Y person, because I'm clearly over 29, I just turned 40 last week, so I'm supposed to be in the closet category. That is the worst case scenario, but proof that there's an exception to every rule. I'm a big geek, so I went online immediately and started a virtual network, which is called lesbians, Lesbian Empowerment in Business. What we do is we use Facebook, we use Twitter, we use LinkedIn groups to connect with other women around the Netherlands, and it's actually getting traction European and globally now. I also, because I have large ambitions, but at least what I want to do every year is organize an event. Last year, we had Claudia here in February, and that was a fantastic, inspiring moment. Today is another one of those days that is an inspiring moment. We're working together now with Lynn McDevitt, who earlier showed the Triad Leadership pilot, just for our group of women to see how we can make our women stronger. And I hope that after this, miracles will happen. Because I've seen that in 2003, I was almost in the closet, didn't know, how to be gay. It's not even 10 years along the line. There's 22 huge companies here. There's 100 women in the room. If this can happen, in this short a time, if we just put our forces together, imagine what can happen. But for that, I need you. So I give you all a task. When you go out here, at least network. And if you're not social networking savvy yet, don't worry, I have a presentation coming up later today that can teach you. But I want you to go online and tap each other's shoulders and make a little difference. We're not asking you to do a lot, but just make this little difference. And I think next year, the world will look different again. Thank you very much.